Hi everyone, and welcome to your breathing video. Our breathing in Pilates can be quite confusing and overwhelming in the beginning, but it is quite important. So the reason why we breathe in Pilates um, is to make sure that everything is coming from our core and torso. So we use our breath to help activate abdominal muscles. So in a class, when you breathe in opposite or you hold in your breath, which I see a lot, your abs aren't engaging to the full extent that they should be, and you're not getting as deep of a core workout as you could if you were breathing correctly. So it is quite important, and I say it can be overwhelming because there's just too much happening. You're thinking of where your leg is, where your spine is, where your arms are going, and then the breath gets held. But that's when, like I said, the abdominal wall is expanded and you're not getting that contraction. So we learn how to breathe, you'll be able to get more energy into your movements and more control into your movements. So in Pilates, we go through lateral breathing, and that's where we breathe widening into our rib cage and then contracting into our rib cage. So the first thing before we do anything that I like to tell people to do is just to pretend to cough. And I want you to be aware of what your stomach muscles are doing when you cough. So when you cough, we're forcing air out of our lungs. And just be aware of how your stomach muscles moving, how your pelvic floor is moving when you're pretending to cough. So we're going to just do that now. Inhale, and then you'll cough. So you should find as you cough, your stomach muscles were lifting up and up and up. Okay? The other way to get that feeling or the idea is to pretend to whistle, or if you can whistle. I'm not very good at it, I'll try. We're going to take an inhale, and as you exhale to whistle. Now as you whistled, you should have felt your stomach muscles tightening, 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 tightening. Okay, so that's really what we want to achieve. The cough is just, it's easy, everyone can do a cough. So it's just a quick way of feeling how that stomach muscle tightens. But the whistle gives us more an idea of that slow release of air. Okay, so a lateral breath in Pilates, our rib cage is moving out to the sides as we inhale, taking in as much air as we can. And as we exhale, we're using the pelvic floor, the abdominals, and the intercostal muscles to squeeze everything out and contract it all in. So you're not sucking the belly button in. If you suck in, you're holding air into your lungs. You're trying to squeeze and contract everything out. So place your hands on your stomach. Your fingertips should be near to touching, so somewhere around that, so that you can feel your hands on your belly, but also on your rib cage. All right, then we're going to inhale. Your fingers should move apart, your rib cage opens out. And as you exhale, your fingers move together, maybe they even cross. Your rib cage closes in as tight as you can, and the belly button pulls back towards the spine and up to the rib cage, and everything is nice and tight. So it's inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Now hold that exhale. Take your fingers and poke them anywhere on your stomach, all the way down to the pubic bone, up to the rib cage. Everything should be tight, tight, tight. Nothing should be squishy. If it's squishy, you're sucking the belly button in, you're not contracting into the stomach muscles. Okay, so it's inhale. Exhale, contract everything. Imagine I'm there poking. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So now when we're breathing like that, when it comes to any kind of exercise, let me just demonstrate this quickly here. So you're lying on the floor. And I'm going to ask you to do a simple C curve. All right. Inhale, open the rib cage. Exhale, C curve with the correct breathing. Close into the rib cage. Everything activates, everything tightens as we lift the head and shoulders. It's all in my tummy now. And then inhale down, open the rib cage. Good. If we inhale, open the rib cage on that lift, how am I going to get my stomach muscles to contract fully and not to be using my neck and shoulders? So just look on an inhale as I lift. I actually can't get up. And I'm feeling a lot of tension in my neck here. And then down. So you will feel that it's a natural movement. Even something like here, toe taps, where we tap our toes down, trying to get our pelvic floor muscle working. If we inhale, prepare, open the rib cage. Exhale to contract and tap. I've got all the control here. If I take that in reverse and I inhale down, my lower back has arched. Everything is sitting there. I'm not even working here. The whole exercise becomes pointless. Okay. So that's why I say it is quite important. But in the beginning, I tell people as long as you're breathing, don't stress. But if you can get that breath working for you, your movements are going to become easier. You're going to feel that you have so much more control over your body and your movement. And just bringing awareness that everything is always coming back into your core. So never letting that rib cage splay open. We're always trying to close it in, contract it in, draw the belly button up, squeeze the intercostal muscles, squeeze the abdominal muscles, hold everything nice and tight. Okay, so just remember your whistle or your cough, and whenever you're exhaling in any class that you're doing, focus, does it feel like you're whistling or coughing? Is your stomach muscles as tight as they are when you whistle or cough? Okay, so nice exercise to practice, just opening up and then really squeezing everything closed, coming from that rib cage. I want that rib cage to close. Sometimes I find people are so busy sucking this in that their rib cage stays open, and that's when I said you're just sucking the belly button in. We want to contract everything in. Okay, good luck, and I hope it helps you throughout all your classes.